Alright, I think we have it backwards. How we doing? That's fine. All righty, then right into it. We are live. It is Friday. We got Brian. We have Amy.
Woohoo!
What is up, everybody?
What's up, DP, Amy?
Another day in the neighborhood.
That's right.
Yes,
We're in
literally.
DP's neighborhood.
Exactly. That's one. Exactly.
Yes,
Yes,
in
it
his
is. It is
neighborhood.
Friday. We're gonna go ahead, share a little bit about some of the things we have going on. Specifically, as you see in the title, our Clubhouse Creator First event happening next Friday in Clubhouse. So definitely want to share some of that. So I think that's something definitely want to talk about. But before we get to all that, my name is DP, Disabled Army Veteran, a retired first responder, and I have my service dog legend, who's my partner in crime, and I am the founder and host of the Veterans Network and our show at night. And I am accompanied by some amazing people. Over to you, Amy.
What's up,
Oh,
guys?
there it is.
Oh,
Happy Friday. I'm Amy, disabled United States Air Force veteran, joining you from Colorado Springs, Colorado. Happy to be here. Happy it's Friday. Over to you, Brian.
Over to you, Brian.
all right. Well, Brian Lofton, disabled Army vet. Just happy to be here with my. Oh,
Oh, there it is.
there we go.
When in doubt, you have to get it out.
I had to pull out the DP teddy bear. I mean, who doesn't love a good DP teddy
It
bear?
is a new staple.
I know. Yes. I was thinking of all the things I could do, all the creative things I could do with this. I was going to put it in a baby carrying thing in front of me and
Oh
join.
Lord Jesus.
Yeah.
Lord,
Just
Lord,
keep
help,
my
Lord help.
DP
Help.
teddy bear.
I've had to break glass and hug the DP teddy bear. It is a thing.
In
So
case of emergency,
It
break
really
glass.
is.
yeah,
Once you do it, you feel so much better and you run to it. It's almost like medicine. You can't live without it now.
All right.
absolutely.
We got some people here with us hanging out in the audience. We got Heath in the house.
What's up, Heath? What's up,
Yeah. We
brother?
got Frank in the house popping in and saying howdy.
What's up, Frank?
We got Miss King, because I can't call her Marlene or Miss Cambridge because she's my mother-in-law, so that's never going to happen.
That's right.
Hello.
And we have.
So how are we supposed to refer to
Oh no,
Miss
you can just
Marlene?
you can just she's fine. Like she you know by her name, I guess, because you're not
Yeah,
related.
okay.
That's fine. We got Jerry in the house.
Jerry.
All right, Jerry.
We have Jerry in the house. Let's see. Got this thing here. So back to Brian. We've established you've broken out your DP teddy bear. So
Yep,
you are good to go in case of emergency.
I am secure. Yes.
Yes.
You are secure. Whoever's if you're watching this, if you don't have an invite to Clubhouse, please let us know so we can go ahead and give you that link. One of the things that we're doing again next week, you may have seen it on our social media platforms, but specifically next Friday we are kicking off our new show that's happening in Clubhouse. It's audio only. And really, the concept here is Clubhouse presenting the Veterans Network front and center. Veterans, Game Changers, and Rainmakers. We're highlighting both TMR and Maria Salazar. Maria Salazar being our everyday hero. So that's kind of how we're looking at it. So if you look at the play on the words, right, front and center, right? You know TMR, you know the Marine Rapper, but now let's center down on what Maria's doing on her side with Claymore Vets. So a pretty amazing lineup that we have. That's the first one of many that we hope to do. And then after that, we're going to be having a special edition of Friday Night Live next Friday with the after party. So if you look at the bottom of the flyer, next Friday Night Live will be the after party after the show. So we'll be audio only in Clubhouse because it's audio only. And then we'll be here after for the after party, kind of hanging out, rehashing it, and then they'll judge and they'll make a decision as to who they want to proceed in said program. So to put in perspective, 5,000 people applied. Out of the 5,000 that applied, we had roughly 60 or so that actually moved to the finals. And out of those 60, we have 20 that will proceed. So 20 will be moving forward if selected, and they'll begin hosting shows from July to about September, and that'll be the first time that the app is actually running, different shows across the network. So pretty amazing things that are happening. There's some great shows that we've seen that others are hosting, which is pretty cool just to kind of see what's out there. We saw a game show thing that was going on today. One of our veteran sisters, she kind of lives out there with self sustainability. She lives on a boat and kind of just lives in the world. So she has a club and a show there. So really supporting the other creators that are doing some pretty amazing things. So that is that. So if you don't have a Clubhouse invite, let us know. Today, specifically, we also have Sending Love to Vets that's happening. So that's happening in Clubhouse at the moment as well. So a lot of activities that are happening. So we want to make sure folks have the ability to know and see that. Let's see. Shrimp
Yeah,
and
that's
fries.
exciting.
Yeah. Shrimp and fries from none other than Hiram.
Hiram,
What's up,
what's
my
up?
brother?
Hiram.
We got Hiram in the house.
Shrimp and fries.
Shrimp and fries. So, so again, if you don't have your Clubhouse invite, let us know, and we'll make a point to invite you to the pilot that is happening next week. So,
Oh, and just in case you're thinking, man, I'd really like to get to be
it's
there.
only
I
for
want to.
iPhones, though.
It's only for iPhones. Well, hey, the big reveal is that this week they open it up to Android, so it's open to everybody.
Hello.
So, hello, let us know if you're Android, if
Mm-hmm.
you're iPhone. Let us know if you want to jump into Clubhouse, and
Yep.
we can get you there.
So yeah, comment and we'll reach out to you. So just make a point to reach out to us while you're seeing us, and we'll get back with you. But you'll see in Clubhouse we have our Creator First badges, and again, those are the few that are moving forward specifically in that program. So pretty cool things to come there. Some pretty interesting partnerships though, which I think we can share at least maybe one or two of them because it is kind of being finalized, final and good. So we'll let Amy can talk about. Let me see. Do you want to talk about the K one or do you want to talk about the T one? So who wants to take which one?
I know a little bit
Like,
more about the one.
The T one. So we'll
Yes.
go
go with that one then.
then ladies first. Well, actually no, we'll go Brian and then we'll go ladies first.
Okay.
I mean, because you have the bigger one, so we'll go Brian and then we'll go to you. Yes.
There we go. So you got the T1. So the K1 is KP Media TV, and
Mm-hmm.
that is exciting. And if you haven't heard of KP Media, well, that's part of the reason why they're reaching out to creators. Maybe they're not as big as a Netflix,
Mm-hmm.
but they're on their way up there. The reality is that it's a media company, and they are streaming wherever you have a Roku, wherever you have an Amazon Fire Stick, Amazon Prime. So sometimes you have a smart TV, you get Amazon Prime as an app, Apple TV, and they're just basically. I'm not sure the full reach, but hey, that's pretty significant. So we're
Yeah.
excited about that. So they only offered that to us, and I think one other Clubhouse finalist, creator finalist.
Yep.
So it's a pretty big honor. They don't offer that, and so we were pretty honored that they would approach us about that, and yeah, we're looking forward to going live
Mm-hmm.
to your TV.
Right. So in layman's terms, the great thing about that is once we secure that, we'll be able to say that we not only are live in Facebook and are streaming to YouTube, but we also will have a slot on KP Media. So the cool
Yep.
thing about that is literally you'll be able to go to your Apple TV, you'll be able to go to your Roku or your Chromecast, however you choose to stream your services, and literally stream the show that we will stream. So we're going to start off with having a block of time during the week. So, those details we're working out right now. But the cool thing is that, hey, you may see some of the stuff that we have here. You see Sound Off, you see our one-on-ones that we do, but being able to see those right in your television, the way you're streaming, I think is a great relationship that it will be beneficial to get more traction for the site, and supporting what they're doing in their community, and also being able to support and kind of give us reach for our veterans as well, since we'll be the first veteran crew on their platform, so they'll be part of our distribution arm, which I think will be amazing. So definitely wanted to highlight that. So more to follow. That's just kind of hot off the press. So we'll have more detailed information as we finalize those things. But you'll definitely see and hear and read about it very soon.
Exciting.
Yeah. Let's see.
It is
Over
really
to
exciting.
say again.
I said it is
Hmm.
really exciting.
Amy's just happy because she gets to see the replays on Apple TV.
um,
And over to you, Amy.
so we're talking about Military Times, right?
Hmm.
And Military Times has been very generous in offering to support us on many different platforms, and get the word out for the Clubhouse front and center um, pilot.
Hmm.
So yes, huge, very appreciative and thankful, and looking forward to all that comes with that. I don't think that these partnerships will end even after whatever happens with the pilot and Clubhouse. It's just the beginning, I think,
Hmm.
for Veterans Network. And
Hmm.
so whatever ends up happening, we're going to roll with it, appreciate it. We appreciate the support and look forward to what comes with it. So,
Yeah, and that's another good one. Everybody who's served, you guys, everybody knows Military Times. So Military Times now is making their pivot, and as they start to pivot to digital, it's militarytimes.com. So it's funny, right? Because I know Military Times, but
mhm,
now it's like no, it's militarytimes.com. That pivot now to the online presence. So they're going to
sure.
be our key media sponsor, pretty much being able to kind of support what we're doing. So leveraging to get that word out. So you'll see literally, our information, some of our stuff being posted and shared across their social media platforms on, the various platforms that they have. So more to follow on that. So if you're following militarytimes.com, look them up. You'll see them on Instagram. You'll see them on Twitter. You'll see them on Facebook. And if you check their account, you may see us as well because they're supporting and helping.
Well, it's one of those things you just kind of sit there and try to let it sink in that you got this monster of an organization that anybody who has served has heard of Military Times,
Mm-hmm.
and there's no doubt they've been around a long time. They've got a really large presence in where they have been,
Mm-hmm.
but it doesn't matter in Clubhouse. This is what it is. It takes a moment to sink in. You can find even Apple.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and we would still have a larger reach within Clubhouse than, well, maybe not Apple, but than many organizations because of the millions and millions of users that are in Clubhouse. And we're the only veteran club that's part of the Creator First program. So yeah, it's pretty exciting to say, yeah, we may not have a million followers in YouTube yet, coming soon, I'm sure,
Hey.
but hey, we can still outreach virtually anybody else by what access we have in Clubhouse. So pretty exciting.
Yeah, and I think again the biggest thing there is being able to leverage that reach and reach those veterans that are in that space. So the amazing thing is, we know Military Times, we know other organizations, and there may be more, right? So these are the initial ones that we've been able to secure, support from and sponsorship. I like the word sponsor. People like the word sponsorship, but I really look at it as more support. I think that's really what this is. It's them recognizing what we're doing. Many of our veterans, Frank, Joey, and so forth, have been featured on a lot of these, platforms, and they've met through Clubhouse. So they've been able to coordinate and meet in the space that we've created. So now for us to be able to have that leverage, I think it's amazing to show more people that, hey, this is another option. Like right now, everyone has to make a point to look at their phone. You're seeing us, but sometimes Clubhouse tends to be something that works, like a podcast. You pop it in your ear, you're able to walk around, and you don't have to necessarily be at a screen like this, right? So that gives us flexibility. So you could be walking your dog, you could be doing something, just listening to whatever it is. If it's a mastermind conversation, so think about a conference without having to be there in person with the camera. So there's a lot of good things that they're doing there. What's amazing is what they're going to try to push as far as creating these shows and adding that. So with militarytimes.com, being able to share our message that some veterans are doing some things on their platforms, I think is going to be amazing. And then being able to leverage that going forward, should we proceed. I wanted to bring up, for those that may not know how to get here, if you head over to the web, let's see here. Do, 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 do. We'll be able to let me pull it up here in a second. Over at clubhouse.com, if you go to the bottom section, you will see it has a blog section where you'll be able to actually have, this is where they're making the announcements of the various things that are happening. And you'll see our show that there is also listed. So you'll see Veterans Network front and center. Again, looking at what we're focusing on here. Specifically, we're highlighting two of our amazing veterans. Should we pick it picked up and proceed, we're going to be highlighting other veterans, right? So imagine a day where we can highlight what Frank is doing, right? What someone else is doing, their business or their therapeutic thing. So there's a variety of things that I think we can leverage because there'll be a lot of eyes where we're going to be at. So it's pretty exciting, I think. It's going to be pretty cool to see kind of how all that plays out for sure. What are you thinking, Amy?
Yeah.
Because he's ready for the ball.
I was.
Yeah, she is.
Yes. So I was just thinking how unique Clubhouse is and the amazing networking that's come of it, and just watching Veterans Network build and grow and turn into something like this by vets for vets.
Mm-hmm.
It's just been amazing. And it's interesting. You talk about the reach, how a lot of our guests that we've had on, and a lot of the interviews that you've been doing, um, are are indirectly or directly due to Clubhouse. So
Mm-hmm.
somehow we ran across somebody, or somebody jumped in our room, like Jay Martin Alexander or Elliot or TMR or these guys. The networking brought us all in this circle, and it's just been amazing. It's been really cool to see what they're doing. And right now, even Sending Love to Vets is being hosted through
Mm-hmm.
Veterans Network as we speak. And so just being able to highlight that platform that DP has created for people to hold space with veterans and acknowledge and be aware. And it's just been a really cool thing. So um,
I just want to
it's
highlight here
different.
for you because we did get it updated, so we have to make sure that they see that we do have Amy here. So
Oh, they did update us.
they did
Okay.
update us. So when you get to the website here, you'll see it has welcome Android users and all that for the Android folks there. Meet the creator finalists. You'll be able to actually see the different shows that are happening. So pretty cool stuff here. And if you scroll down, you'll see here Veterans Network front and center with us. The hyperlinks takes you to our pages. So if you click on that, it'll take you to where we're at, and you'll be able to see kind of what's happening in there. But this is the list of shows when you look at it. Again, a variety of different folks that apply out of 5,000. This is the list, and some pretty cool folks that we have. We're definitely going to bring Roderick onto the show. He is
Yes.
UFOlogy. I'm telling you, it is amazing. He is the one of the leading folks in his world. He's a UFO investigator, so I'll leave it at that. It's amazing stuff. So I can't wait to bring him on this show because folks like that stuff. I'm telling you, it's like a whole thing. People are into UFOs and all kinds of stuff. So, but really
He
cool
knows.
people.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing too.
Hmm.
He does a really good job with it. So it's
Yeah.
great getting to know people like Roderick.
Yeah, so I definitely would say, check it out again. Go to clubhouse.com. Again, the biggest point is when you get there, you'll see here it says App Store and Google. So go ahead and download the app. If you can't get in, let us know. We have a lot of invites to share. While we're here, I want to also bring up the website. Make sure that you're heading on over to veteransnetwork.club. If you're not subscribed, you'll be able to put your email here. We won't spam you, promise. But to keep up, to date with the latest and greatest. So that would be cool for you all there. You'll see information here specific to front and center show that we're hosting. So let me expand it a little bit here so you can see it. Bring it back a little bit. There you go. So you'll see there some information on that, along with everything else that we're doing on the site. So we're updating and adding new things as we go along. We're adding more tabs, so you'll see things that are happening. So videos, our swag shop, the blogs. Make sure you check them out. Amazing blogs that are being put together specifically. National Children's Day. That's something that's being put together there. What we're celebrating as far as specific to this day, children of the fallen patriots. Tax tips. We've talked about Military Spouse Day. We've talked about celebrating Military Appreciation Day, month rather. Art. So everything is going on. We're sharing a variety of different things. A great piece put together for atomic veterans, specifically as well for veterans who served in Vietnam, exposed to Agent Orange, Gulf War veterans, and so forth. Just a slew of a variety of good things that are out there. So I definitely wanted to share that as something for folks to go ahead and check out, and you'll see where you can find all of our social media platforms. So we're always updating and adding these things. You'll see more things coming. The plug I'll say is we have the affiliate section. So for the things that we use, you can check out what we have. We have some affiliate relationships with Ecamm that we use to stream, TubeBuddy, and different services. So if you choose to check these out, go right ahead. Click on the Amazon link there, and that'll take you to our affiliate shop at Amazon. So different things that we're rolling out to try to keep the lights on to keep things going. So we wanted to share that.
Hey, DP,
Hmm.
I don't know if this is YouTube etiquette or not, but I know that we're streaming live in YouTube. Can we
Hmm.
play a YouTube video? I think everybody should see that sizzle reel that was
Is
put
it up?
together.
Is it up there? The video?
It's featured. It's featured.
Oh,
No,
let me
it's not.
go.
It's not in the website, but it's in YouTube.
Oh, okay. Let us go over here. Let's see how weird it is
I
to
I
see
thought
that
I
video.
thought I would try to push the boundaries a little bit here. This is unscripted, uh, and leave it to me to probably throw a wrench in
No.
it.
So let's pull up here the video. So this will be fun because if we see ourselves, I wonder if it goes like into a loop that never ends of seeing ourselves. But this is good to show though. We're growing our channel as you can see. The shorts that you see in yellow and red are 1 minute shorts on a variety of different topics. Ironically, we're touching on different things just to kind of see what folks are liking. And the irony is, we've talked about healthcare, VA benefits, all kind of things. And as I scroll down, the funniest thing is that the videos that have had the most traction tend to be things like what is this Hi Ho app or what is
Yep.
Clubhouse. It's the weirdest thing.
Yep.
Like the thing you think that people would actually like resound to that it didn't necessarily do that thing. Um, but I really want everyone to go ahead and check it out. You head on down here. Obviously, now you won't see it because we're live, so you'll see the top that has our information. But if you see here the front and center sizzle highlight reel, it has some pretty cool points here that you're not going to hear right now because I'm only going to tease it for you to make sure that you guys head on over there. So I'm only going to give you the little intro here, but this is who we are, little kind of teaser of stuff. Check it out. It is a pretty cool highlight sizzle reel. I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm gonna tease you guys. You
Yep.
gotta head over to YouTube, check out that quick video. You can't miss it because you'll see the thumbnail says front and center. When you go to YouTube and we're not live, you'll see it featured on the top as one of the featured
Yep.
videos. So definitely go ahead and check that out. Um, I'll get you one, Miss King. Um, my wife's gonna kill me. She's like, "What the heck? You done got my mom into Clubhouse?" uh,
by the way, Miss Marlene is the official Veterans Network mother-in-law.
mhm.
So there we go.
It is a thing. We are there now. Um, so we'll definitely, like I said, if anyone needs invites, let us know. We can go ahead and make a point to make sure that we get that for you all there for sure. Okay, Roger,
Yeah,
same thing. We'll get you one as well. So we'll get you the link to be able to join us there. Let's see
and
here. But yeah, some
looks
pretty
like
cool things for
Shaky
sure.
is too.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, we'll go ahead and get that for you all. So that'll be cool. Let's see. We got the
Oh,
Yeah. I was supposed to jump in with Jr. today, and from the clubhouse and stuff, it just didn't work out. So I left him hanging. So I have to make a point to fix it. Matter of fact, we should bring Jr. down here. He makes good coffee though. So if he comes down, I don't know we're gonna be able to stay. We're gonna be able to sleep because he's gonna bring that good coffee. So we got to make a point to bring him on as
he's gonna
well.
be pumped up. Yeah.
Yeah, so same thing, Shaky. So all of you that are making a point to request this, this is how we're gonna do it. We're actually gonna make this pretty easy. So head on over
Hmm.
to veteransnetwork.club. When you get there, go to contact us, email, name, I need an invite. Send us that message and we will whoop you back an invite. Boom, bang, bing.
Yep.
So
Yep.
the power of technology. So that's how we'll get it back because we have the links and it'll be easier. So we'll email it right back to you all. But yeah, once you send us this, it'll have your email. We'll be able to reply and give you the link specifically you can use to be able to have that back for you all. Yeah. So pretty cool things there for sure. Let's
Perfect.
see. Brian, back to you. Any thoughts? What did Jr. say? He said you won't sleep for days if you drink his coffee. So
Hey, and I've got JR's coffee, and yeah, it's some good stuff.
hmm
So just have to be ready to spend some energy.
That's why
So
you guys don't sleep. Both of you guys
um,
never sleep.
my mother-in-law will be submitting for a clubhouse invite, so I'll have that sent over. I don't know how I can communicate that link to her. Roger said I already don't sleep, so there's that part.
there we go.
We got to make a point to help and fix this. Let's see here. So okay, cool. So we'll get those links out there for sure. Let's see, specialty coffee roasted with native mesquites. All right, I'm just teasing with all kinds of stuff in here. I don't know what's going on. Goodness gracious.
Absolutely.
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah. But yeah, this is exciting stuff. Like I said, you'll see it here, the front and center piece. I think it's interesting um, to make a point to just kind of highlight that I think what's happening and where we'll be able to be. It's some pretty cool stuff. So over to Brian. What are some of your thoughts on all this madness? Because it's been pretty much nonstop for ever since this whole thing started.
Boy, it's been building up. Steam, we haven't reached that crescendo yet because the pilot isn't until next Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So we're things are just going to be more and more active until that time. And quite frankly, I don't see that necessarily stopping. Just once the pilot hit, because of course, we're going to be one of the 20 that's selected, I'm sure. So then it's just a matter of getting everything else lined up for the season that's going to be
Yeah.
starting shortly after that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been pretty exciting. I mean, just the people that we're meeting, the
Mm-hmm.
other Creator First club, clubhouse creators that we're meeting, the support that everybody's providing to each other, and so everybody's working to level up everybody's game and support each other. So it's been a little surprising in that regard. It hasn't
Mm-hmm.
been as cutthroat as one might have suspected. So yeah, it's been pretty exciting. Looking forward to it. Just day by day, I my energy just keeps building towards it. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why every once in a while, some people go out and take a walk.
And you
I just give my DP teddy bear a hug. That's how I expend my energy there.
hey, there is
You know
nothing
what?
wrong with
To,
that.
to that point, it was interesting. I jumped in a room earlier today with DP with some of the other creators, and something that I thought was really cool is we're we're in competition with them in a way because they're only going to pick 20, but how this, and it was a decent sized group, there's only 60, right?
Mm-hmm.
How supportive they were of each other and how they're willing to ask each other, hey, have you done this? What do you
Mm-hmm.
think about that? How do I do
Mm-hmm.
this? And everybody is rooting for each other. Everybody's pulling for each other to the point that, DP said, hey, there's actually a room about to start right now. And
Mm-hmm.
everybody jumped off and went to that room to support that person.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what I
Yep.
think is really cool
Yeah.
about this is that you would think if you're in competition with somebody, you'd be over in the corner whispering, like, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. But it's not like that.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's just supporting each other and really rooting for each other. So that's really cool.
Well, I think that's a good point to kind of highlight. So I'm gonna bring this up here, and I'm gonna show some other. I actually have a few. I'll find the. I think Lisa might have the link, but if either of you have it, send me the link to one of the editorials. I know we've had a whole bunch of them all over the place online as far as different places. So they've been doing some features.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we can
Yeah.
pop it up here and show it as well. But the thing that's pretty interesting is what the collaborative space of what's happened, folks being open to share, and for us as veterans, again, to be able to kind of be in that conversation, being brought up to talk to people, and kind of hold that space and represent for our folks. I think it's amazing. But the biggest thing I think that's also worth noting is, and again, going back to our show. Again, a lot of amazing things that folks are doing here for sure. There's one on the history of hair, like literally Clubhouse Squares. They have one of those. Like, you know, they have some interesting concept. There was a game show one they did today, which I thought was pretty cool. So I really appreciate, the kind of the big. I got it. Like the big picture and thinking out the box that folks have done. So specifically to this, right? Because I wanted to break it down. If you look at what we wrote down, right, looking specifically at our log line here, right, we're looking through impactful interviews with veterans, game changers, and rainmakers, plus audience exchange, like we do here, uh, to create a community with compassion, quality content focusing on mental health, physical health, entrepreneurship, entertainment, and more. So, really, the other part that's going to be interesting about this is we're going to have the ability not only to potentially have this show and get exposure for our community, but to be able to highlight them. So specifically, we're bringing on TMR and Maria for the pilot. So they're going to be the ones highlighted that we're bringing up. So it's not a show about us, it's a show about us. And I think that's the biggest takeaway, right? It's not just specific to our submission, but hey, we have a show. We want to focus and highlight our people because they may see TMR and say, man, that's amazing. Or you may see Maria and want to support her. And maybe folks that may be watching this, you all right now who are part of the community, are invited to be a part of this journey as well. Because what's going to happen that I don't think people realize is potentially it is, Clubhouse is a new thing. So imagine if, you were part of the first crew that iHeartRadio, sponsored to do something, or YouTube, like the way we are now. So it's a whole new app that's brand new. It's not like anything else. And good, bad, or indifferent, they're going to start promoting it and marketing it, and people are going to come watch and start seeing things. And if you start seeing, uh, uh, promotions for these shows, you may start seeing, our information out there if we proceed. Like, hey, there's a veteran show, the Veterans Network, front and center, and other people are going to start reaching out. People have begun reaching out already, but imagine if we had the audience of people watching this, right? To reach out and say, who is that Maria lady? I saw what you were talking about. What is that about? What is Claymore Vets, right? What is Jerry doing, right? What is Roger doing? What is this thing you guys are doing? Well, now we have that aperture, so, right? So we go from being a small entity on the side to not only leveraging things like militarytimes.com, but we have the ability to potentially, have more exposure to regular mediums. In the comment section, you'll see across as well the variety of different pieces that were done. So sharing that so folks can see that as well. So pretty cool stuff there. But yeah, it's amazing.
So Shaky jumped right on that request. He put
Hmm.
that request in, and we got that link back to you. So Shaky, let us know how that works out for you. And anybody else, we can get that link to you pretty quick, so you can get into Clubhouse and start getting acclimated and starting to just explore how things work
Yep.
and all the different people that you're going to meet in there.
Yeah, it's amazing. I'm telling you, you really can't explain it, but you have access to get around folks that you probably would have never thought that you would have access to or be around. And we've met some amazing people. Depending on whatever it is that you may potentially, be looking to. go into what you're doing, there's someone out there doing something, right? And I think that's really what it comes down to. I think it's the connections to folks that are doing things that I think will benefit our crew, our community as a whole. And Amy's gonna sing also, so there's that part.
If you really want to hear me sing, you have to come to Clubhouse.
Like, oh, wait a second. I'm like, what? She's ready to sing? Oh no, never mind. Psych, gotcha. But yeah. So I think those are some pretty, again, pretty amazing things to kind of share, which I think is cool. I got one of the um, pieces here. Let me bring that up. So this is digital music news, specifically talking about the show that's being put on, and they're kind of sharing and talking about it specifically, kind of what is happening, who are said creators. So that's some pretty crazy, amazing things that are happening there. And we don't have to go at it alone, which I think is the biggest piece here. The biggest piece is we don't have to go at it alone. We have the ability to focus and highlight others. So I think that for sure is huge.
Yeah, well, and I would just say that as you see there in that at that title, it says 50 creators.
Hmm.
So the reality is that they were going to select 60. It turns out that they only selected like 53. Um, so that's even, yeah, I mean, that's just even more of a small pool that we wound up. The small percentage of those selected was just heightened by being in that even smaller selection. So
Hmm.
it's exciting.
Yeah. No, I think it's cool. There was another one. I think which was the other one that Lisa had mentioned? Was it news? It was the other one because I know this one was put out there. It's been a whole bunch of them, but there was one specific that Lisa, when she saw it, she was pretty happy about it. She'll comment the name here shortly. For the life of me, I cannot remember the publication, but I'll pop it up
Yeah.
here in a second. But yeah, it's been pretty amazing. Like I said, just to be a part of this stuff and create hopefully pathways for others. So definitely wanted to highlight some of that. Let me see here. What did she say? Um, yeah, the highlights that they did of us. They did this one, which was the digital music news. There was the other one they did. So there's been a few news pieces they've done on the pilot. Is my point. With all the folks specifically. Um,
Yeah, The Verge.
yeah, that's another one as well. Okay, yeah. So so you see those in the comments. Definitely take a look at those. It's again some pretty amazing things that are happening, and it is just a wild, wild ride. And again, to be clear, Amy will be singing.
There we go.
Yes. I don't know why y'all want me to sing so bad.
The people have spoken, and they are ready. So
That's
there's that
right.
part.
You can only tease us with a pink microphone for so long
You have to get
before
yourself ready because we're ready.
I
the
actually
crowd.
got this other microphone trying to be like DP.
Uh oh.
I got this other microphone here,
Oh, look at that. That's professional.
but I haven't quite figured it out just yet. But I want to be able to do what DP does when he brings over the mic and
See
he
that
starts
little
talking.
thing right there is so that you can
I want
set
to
your
bring it
drink on
over.
top of it while you talk into it.
Oh, is it? No. I want to be able to bring over my microphone like DP does and start talking in it and have that really cool voice.
Mm-mm. Fake news.
That's true podcaster fashion right there.
Yeah, yeah. We're not gonna focus too much on the podcasting piece, but
When,
but those
when,
opportunities could come up. You never know. Amy could end up on her own podcast.
That's right.
So there's that part. Let's see. We got a few comments. Roger wants JR to send him the link to Third Day Coffee. So there's that part. So we got to get Third Day Seguin coffee. They want that. So definitely comment that, brother. Let's see. Email is definitely coming in. Jay said that's one fancy mic. Let's hear you sing with it. Yikes.
Jay, let's see you come on the show.
Uh oh.
Uh-oh. Now you got professional throwing it down here.
Yeah, it's about to get a little crazy. Let's. Oh no, don't do it.
I was so excited that Capri got in Clubhouse.
She is in Clubhouse.
Anybody that knows
Yes.
and she was able to get in Clubhouse, and I was so excited to see her in Clubhouse. It took me a minute when DP said, "Hey, Amy, look who's below you." And I looked, and you have to click on their profile, and I said, "Oh my God, it's Capri!" So
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited about that.
Here you can
There you go.
find,
Third
uh,
day coffee.
yeah. There you can find JR and his information. You get to see him there. So definitely take a look
Link
at our brother.
in the chat.
Links in chat. You see it there. So you have the ability to look at some of that amazing roasting that is going on. So some pretty cool stuff for sure. Shout out to my
That is.
brother. Yeah, definitely check him out and see what he's doing on his side. He's also in the comments. You'll see him. He has his YouTube channel as well. And he literally goes on right before we do. So, you can literally catch him, see what he's doing on his side, and then kind of pop over afterwards. So we're kind of staggered and holding down different fronts. But you'll see his social media links and all the things that he has here in the bottom, as well as finding his site. So again, Third Day Coffee Seguin is where you'll find him. ThirdDayCoffeeSeguin.com. Links are also in the chat, so you will see it there. And one of the things that we're going to start working on eventually that you'll see on our website specifically is we're going to have a section with different folks that we partner with, that we support, right, who have come on the show. So it's easy to be able to find them, right? So you'll be able to go see what Frank is doing, what JR is doing, what others are doing there. So I wouldn't call it so much a directory, but more so saying a tab of those that are supporting us, right? Those that are showing up, that are coming down to do certain things. So um, let's see. What did he said? Jump from being a guest on his show, and then right here it's at Friday Night Live. Yeah, yeah. So Frank literally was on the previous show with Jr. and jumped from that one to this one. So it's like a rolling party on
Oh,
Friday.
nice.
Yeah, yeah. So
There
it's
you go.
yeah, because
It
his
is.
goes at 8, and he beams it also to Clubhouse. So we'll have that capability too. So we're gonna actually stream going forward and give you guys a preview. Next Friday we might not do it for the pilot. We'll probably do it afterward. But we'll be doing a few kind of test sessions to give you guys an idea of what that would look like. They have some rules with term of services, so we have to disclose because it's live and not recorded. If we show you what's happening in there now, you have to kind of give that disclosure for people to know, hey, I'm being recorded because the safety is it's not recorded. It is live and you're just there. So if you're there, you're there. If you miss it, you missed it. So if you're going to record something for a
Mhm.
podcast, you have to say it. And those that are talking must consent. So it's a little bit of having respect and courtesy there. But some pretty cool things for sure that are in the works. So in recapping, Clubhouse Creator First 5/21/21 at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. The links will be starting to be posted from Sunday forward. We have a bunch of graphics and things that are happening. If you think the sizzle reel is sweet that you see
Right.
on the YouTube, wait till you see what Mark
Mhm.
put together. Boy, oh boy. Man, just when you think something's sweet, then he does another thing that's even sweeter. I'm like, goodness gracious. Um,
Yes.
so we have a highlight reel for Friday's show, and at this point, man, I think Mark's gonna set up a president. If we get selected for this show, he's gonna have to come week after week with some of these highlight reels just to get it right because people are gonna feel some kind of way. Wait till you see how he put TMR and Maria in this highlight reel. Man,
Man,
Yes.
man, it's hot. It
I'll
is
tell you, we
It
should
hot.
probably tell him
is.
at
It
the
really
end.
is.
Maybe at the end, he could just have a flash of our faces, like full screen, just be like bloop bloop, and then just leave. um, what's up, Dave? We got David Frazier in the house. What's going on, my brother?
What's up, David?
Hey.
Yeah. So, but yeah, again, amazing, amazing things that are taking place, and it's really just a testament to our, community as a whole, and the fact that we are doing something that's a little bit different, and that's okay. I think that's really what, is beginning to separate us from others. So,
Hmm.
I really want that to be the case for people to understand. Some people, let's full disclosure, some people are going to try to get around us and leverage because, we're part of this little small crew now, and it's just cool to say, hey, I'm part, and I know these creators who are doing something. But if we can bring attention and exposure to our community, I think that's the biggest thing. The ability to be able to showcase and highlight the amazing things that we have, right? What JR is doing, Frank is doing, Roger's doing. There's so many things we're doing, and nobody knows that, right? Like, okay, you see TMR, and that's the whole thing. This is kind of a hack, right? So don't tell nobody because this isn't being recorded, so you'll be all right. But when you
Can
look
you
at
speak it into your microphone, please?
yeah, this is just so you guys know. There's
Thank you.
no, just don't tell nobody. It's a secret.
Yes. Yes.
But front and center, really, when you look at the concept, right? It's a military concept of coming forward to be recognized, but really, it's you know TMR, right? So boom, you got it, right? That's gonna catch your attention because it's a big name person. But who is the everyday hero that you don't know about, maybe? And that's Maria. So it's part of us. It's strategic of picking how we're gonna try to set this up because you may say, oh yeah, I've heard TMR's music. I respect what he's doing. Well, great. Now that you're here, we have a conversation. We'll have like a late night show type of setup. Talk a little bit, share a little bit, and then we'll go to the B guest. And then guess what? That's a person maybe you didn't know about, but now that you're here, you're like, crap, I didn't know that people did that stuff, right? And then what Clubhouse will potentially do if we proceed forward is they're gonna then begin to help us even get other guests. So now imagine for a second if we had the ability to get someone like Morgan Freeman, who's a veteran, or others who are you wouldn't even know
I
who are
see.
veterans. Ice T, you
I
know what I'm
see.
saying? Like stuff that you just don't know. Shaggy, you know what I'm saying? So,
I didn't know that about Shaggy. I just learned that about Ice-T. The
mm-hmm,
Marine rapper was saying that
mm-hmm,
Ice-T was his mentor.
mm-hmm,
Yeah.
I learned
mm-hmm,
today listening to the Clubhouse room. And
mm-hmm,
I think it's something that's super cool that DP does that um actually Josh brought to my attention yesterday was that DP has always kind of talked about don't put me in a box. And I think this front and center is a perfect example of not putting you in a box, and also how you say I'm disabled, not unable.
mm-hmm,
Taking veterans that have gone through very traumatic things and have been homeless or have attempted suicides or have thought about suicides, and then highlighted kind of where they are now, but where they came from. So going to that, almost I think about the victim to survivor mentality, but almost looking at that healing process
mm-hmm.
and seeing how they began to heal from their whatever their situation, their PTSD was, or whatever. And so I think it's really interesting to see how it kind of all evolves, with the commonalities that we have and that we can relate to, and then seeing where they are now, and
Mm-hmm.
the tenacity and just keep staying in the fight still, literally, right?
Yep.
You're still continuing. It just looks a little bit different. So
Yeah, and Jr. made a point. So John said, John Amos does a lot for veterans, and I think really right to kind of bring the point home. Someone like John Amos or someone like Ice T or Shaggy, all these people are amazing people, and it's great to be able to even have an opportunity to speak to them. But really, it's more so they're the draw. It's about, okay, yes, wow, they're amazing. Yes, we get to talk to them. That's awesome. But then let's talk to that B guest. And let's bring up JR now, right? Because that's the whole thing. Imagine if you had the ability to, like they say, right, a high tide rises all ships and the boats and so forth. Well, that's really what it is. Like we have the ability to secure someone that can draw, right, a crowd. Well, while you're here already, let's go ahead and talk to Maria now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or let's now go ahead and talk to JR. Like, what do you mean you guys are doing coffee and you guys do missions in South America? Like, wait, what? Like, they wouldn't have come for that specifically because it's not probably something that's too catchy, right? So the ability to kind of marry up that draw, it's like, okay, yes, someone like John Amos or someone like Gary Sinise, who played Lieutenant Dan in Forrest Gump, right? It's great to have someone like that, but now that you have the attention and he's here, take a look at our everyday hero. So that's kind of the concept of, hey, let's get the draw and then move to the everyday hero, which becomes the people that don't get their flowers sometimes or don't do the flashy trendy things, because what they do is not for the attention. But if people don't know they're doing that, they'll never know we do that, right? We have roasters, we have people making coffee, we have people who are rapping, we have singers, we have artists, we have musicians. We have a lot of things in our community, but people won't know that unless we showcase it, right? So how can we bring that attention out? And I think that's what's interesting of potentially what we can pivot and play with what we're doing here. So, it's exciting for sure. A good point. Roger said like David Bray and great music. So again, even people that like his music, they're able to come in and then see other things that are happening. So completely agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what's so exciting is that we've just come across so many great people, not great just because they necessarily may be multi-million or billionaires like Jay Alexander or some,
Mm-hmm.
um, but just the fact that even when you talk to these people who have a significant amount of fame or power, whatever that is, that we're talking about. When you get to chatting with them, you kind of cut through all that veneer and you get down to the normal guy, the normal gal. And um, it's a nice, refreshing conversation. So, and I know that they appreciate it as well.
Absolutely. That is so true. I have to say, I'm going to use TMR for an example. TMR went from being a veteran to a 15 times Billboard topper for his music or whatever. But I tell you, like, he is the most humble, down to earth, human. You can send him a message and he sends it, he responds right back. It's crazy, and you think, would he, I'm shocked sometimes at how like down to earth he is.
Fun fact,
and how
go check
willing
out
he
the
is
interview we did with him, by the way.
Oh yes, on Wednesday. It aired on Wednesday.
It's on YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's cool to be able to, and then even with Jay Alexander, it goes back to how you kind of like feel like you're at home with people when you get in the room with them or you hold space with them and you can relate. And they really are, you feel like you're just hanging with your friends. You're just hanging with some veterans, but yeah, it's cool.
And to that point, I think that's what's amazing because, again, who would have thought, right? Looking at, these scenes here, that you would have literally, a veteran who happens to be, who went on from the Marine Corps to become a rapper, to be on billboards and do amazing things. But that's just one of many, right? We have so many folks that we're talking to and we're able to highlight that it's just giving people the opportunity to see a different side of what the veterans are and what they do. So there's really a lot of things that are coming, especially that we did with Maria, how we helped her with the auction that we did, which was amazing. We got to get the comedians to come on back as well, which is a whole nother conversation. So there's a lot of things that are coming for sure. It's just amazing. But these are all people that are here. We got comedians, we have the artists, we had KD. If you missed that one in the LGBT community, we're going to bring her back and talk about that as well. A symposium for veterans. This is the one we did here with Maria, specifically talking with her and her talking about what she does on her side of the house with her art and things. So it's just, so many things that are out there, like literally just looking across here, literally an artist, a sculptor, you name it, we have a variety of different things that are available. So I think it's just going to be really, really interesting to show that Dr. Gould, Frank with the crayons, we did the women's panel, Dr. Therapist Jen supporting us and helping us, and just all these folks that are literally doing things that if we just have the ability to highlight and get more exposure, it just helps everyone. I mean, that's really what this is potentially giving us the ability to do. Yeah.
Yeah. And we had even had the interview with Frank in there. So you saw the crayons, Joey with the Mobile Cigar and Whiskey Lounge. Really interesting people.
Yeah. I think it's definitely amazing to be able to kind of just see what folks are potentially able to do, and our job is just to get that attention out there and support that for sure. So I definitely, wanted to kind of really focus on that because that's why we're doing what we're doing. But yeah, some pretty cool things there for sure. I'm gonna bring up one more link here in a second. Um, Brian, over to you on. I'm gonna bring this up here. What is it?
Yeah. So, Amy, what are you doing to get prepared for the pilot?
Good question.
I'm just gonna wing it.
I've got a hair appointment.
Oh, so like that. Get ready. Oh.
I'm making sure that I've got my vocal practices going. So I've thought about doing push-ups, right? So I've thought about it.
Oh.
I even thought about a crunch, but then I wound up with a Nestle crunch. So,
do you have a microphone?
What?
Well,
do you have a microphone?
I don't have one set up like you guys do. So
Well, I'm trying to. Can you guys hear me? Does it sound different when I talk into it?
I don't even think that
Hello?
thing's on. That's not the microphone. That's the pop. That's the blue.
I think that's missing a battery, just like the other one is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you send me my batteries so I can use my microphone, please?
I know. I need to get that to you. So I've got it here ready to go.
Yeah, he's been holding that battery ready to give it to you, but it just hasn't
I know.
come around the chance for him to be able to share that with you. So there's that part.
Yes. I was just thinking when DP was saying next Friday, I thought, oh my gosh, it's next Friday. That seems like that happened quick. That came up fast. I was thinking, oh, we got some time. Oh my goodness, it's a week away.
No. So this week we'll start doing some dry runs, put some things together, and kind of just think out the process. Again, it's not, and it's funny. It's like that balance of you want to do it right because you're gonna have eyes on you. But at the end of the day, we're gonna do what we're gonna do, right? It's just audio. We're gonna talk about our people. We're gonna highlight them. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have some prizes. We're gonna have some ideas and keep it interactive. And we're gonna go in, execute it, move out. What'll be interesting is though, if we do proceed forward, right? Knock on wood, fingers crossed. Is then
We will.
planning week to week what that will look like. And that's going to be an interesting piece because then we'll have the sound off that we record, the one-on-ones, and then the Friday Night Lives that we do, and then now the live and audio. So that'll be interesting how we play with that. I know there's some rules that we'll be able to kind of do things as long as we do it right. So some of those sessions that happen in Clubhouse, we may be able to multicast it and do different things there. So that might be cool to kind of play around, do something a little bit different. So we'll play around with how that may look going forward, but there's a lot of good opportunities that may come from that. So, guys, make sure everybody appreciates Amy because she may be scooped up by an agent or something.
Well, I'm trying to tell you guys are sleeping on me and my talent here with the microphones.
That's not that. Oh, sweet Jesus, that's not the microphone.
Yes.
See, I like that flat thing there. I'm telling you, I think that's a cup holder.
Ron, I'm gonna blame it on Ronis. I think Ronis started this. Do you remember when we were talking about microphones? And Ronis reached up and grabbed a microphone and he pulled it down and he started talking. And then DP, where he always puts his head into the microphone, I just wanted to do. I think it looks cool and it sounds cool, so I'm trying to mimic.
I don't have a microphone like that, so I talk to my DP better.
Talking to a teddy bear.
DP bear, yes.
Yeah.
Hey, people want this DP bear. We need to add this to the swag shop. I think
it is a whole thing. It is.
I think it's going to be coming here. We just don't have a date on it.
Yes, people have asked if this is going to be available in the swag shop.
Yeah.
What everybody needs to know is that it's not easy to create a DP teddy bear.
No,
this isn't just your average bear.
No.
Hey,
it is not your average bear in the slightest.
How did you think about this? How did you do this, Brian?
That's a great question.
What I can't explain anything that goes through my head. So there's that.
It's like strokes of genius. What made Picasso do a thing? Don't ask the questions. It just happened.
It just happens.
That was,
how that come about? Well, it just happened.
DP was my inspiration. That's all I can tell you.
There you go.
That's right.
Tiffany said that's because DP is not your average bear. Well played.
That's right.
Well played.
Well played.
Elliot said it's a pop filter, Amy. It's a pop filter. So that when you're talking into the mic,
you don't hear
a pop filter. When you talk, you got those type of sounds. No, that doesn't mean do it. That means that it's supposed to eliminate and reduce the pops in your mouth as you're speaking or singing or doing things. In your case,
why isn't that stopping it?
Exactly. Yeah. I don't think the pop filter's working. Poom poop pop 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 pee pee poo pop pop. No, that's not exactly how it's supposed to be made or to work.
Why did it sound as cool as yours? I just wanted to sound that cool.
I don't think that you have it plugged in. That's the worst part. Imagine this whole time that she's been talking into his microphone, and the whole time it was a computer microphone that's been on, and not the actual phone itself, the actual microphone itself. So there's that part.
Hey, baby steps. I got it out.
Roger said that it also keeps the spit off the mic. So there's that part.
And then
That's
look, watch
true.
this. Let me show you guys something. So if you, you know how, you know how singers do when they have the stand in front of them,
Mm-hmm.
and they get super excited, and they just pull out the microphone and they start. You can do it with this too. You can put it in the stand and then you just pull it right out.
I don't know. I think you're just having fun playing around with a microphone. Is what it is. There's more afoot here.
What I'm curious is how much time is Elliot going to dedicate to Amy as his mentor whenever he has his next performance?
Very true.
So next Elliot performance, how much time is he going to dedicate to Amy as his mentor? So
my schedule is pretty full, so yeah.
That is a very true question. Tiffany is asking, how many hours of sleep are you working off of, Amy? What is sleep? That's a good question. What is
what is sleep? No, what is sleep needs to be answered by DP and Brian, because I don't think they do sleep. I did get some sleep last night, but arguably I don't think you and Brian have slept.
No, we did. Like last Friday Night Live, we ended the show, and then Roderick came and joined us from UFOlogy, and we talked to him for about a good hour or two, and Frank.
Yep.
And then we played around with some technology, so it's all subjective. Elliot will be performing next performance is June 11 in North Carolina, performing live in concert. Amy, I need your help before that show. Need you to help out.
He needs help preparing.
Me. Brown cow, ow now. Now out, brown cow.
He needs that voice coaching. He needs that performance coaching. I mean, he's not only got to sound good, but he's got to look good.
You got to look good. You got to sound good. It's a stage presentation thing.
It's the whip of the microphone.
I don't think you're supposed to whip it that much. That's why it doesn't work. You keep breaking it internally. These things are made to be kind of static, not to be there.
I think if you were to crack that thing open, all of the wires.
That's why it doesn't work. Literally, it's just gonna be a whole bunch of stuff that's falling out.
He needs
a pink mic, so when he goes out there and sings a love ballad, that just kind of.
Oh yes. Oh. The heart. You'll just be able to visualize the hearts floating off of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I think that'll be actually pretty cool. Let's see. So we have here some emails they came. Let's see. People submitted their information, so that's pretty cool. So we have that. Those that have any issues with getting a Clubhouse invite, message us, and we'll definitely get that back to you all. I'm thinking we can make a point to actually use info at veteransnetwork-network.com. But again, if you go to veteransnetwork.club, contact us. We'll get that to you, or shoot us, a message on Facebook or social media. So we have literally, you catch us anywhere. Catch us on Instagram, catch us on Facebook. Either way, we'll get that to you. So we'll go ahead and be able to get you in. So that's pretty cool. But everybody should, for the most part, be able to be ready to roll. So, yeah. And then, like I said, right now, currently happening, we have the Sending Love to Veterans concert that's taking place. So that'll be going on today and tomorrow. So that's going into the late evening. So I'll actually pop that up here so folks can take a look at it as well. So if you happen to be in a Clubhouse, you may go and support and see what is happening on that side of the house. So that is actually happening as we speak.
And it's actually happening in Veterans Network.
Yes.
Veterans Network.
Yeah, so that is taking place as it stands right now. So support of all proceeds are going to the Good K9 Academy and Natural Lifemanship, right? So one organization works with veterans and service dogs in training, and the other organization works on counseling efforts for veterans. So those are the two causes, charities that are being supported. So you'll see the lineup there of the artists that are singing and supporting. So you may have seen them. You got Kendall Renee, Stephen Cade, you got James Tristan Redding, the Marine rapper. You got Elliot, who I think, Elliot, do you go tomorrow? I believe Elliot goes tomorrow as well. Um, and a bunch of folks there, as you can see again, pretty amazing lineup and cast. So this is Sending Love to Veterans that the Veteran Connection, run by Eric Ranks, has put together. Our one-on-one should be coming up soon, and you all will see that. But that's one of the things that's taking place right now at the moment. So definitely supporting and making a point to do that. Elliot is performing tomorrow as well, so you'll be able to tune in and really kind of see that, which is going to be great. We got Lisa back. So glad y'all Clubhouse people let the great Samsung users in. Well, you can't keep on. We can't keep you guys out forever. So, the amazingness of bringing goodness back into all of that. So, again,
Yes.
sendinglovetoveterans.com is the link for those that may want to check it out on their browsers. SendinglovetoVets.com. Sending love to vets, just how it's written there.com. That's happening in Clubhouse as well as YouTube and Facebook. So definitely feel free to go check that out because that is where the party is happening. Yeah,
Hmm. Yeah, exciting times.
indubitably. So definitely wanted to share that. So pretty cool stuff happening there. Let's see what we got here. Manuel's in the house. U.S. Army retired. What's going on, my brother? Glad to see you
What's
here.
up? Good to see
Doing
you.
well.
We got
Yes.
Lisa with us. Whenever Lisa's with us, that's a good day because now, especially, she also is in Clubhouse. So we have the whole
Yes.
crew with us. So there's that part, which I think
She's
is awesome.
There we
multitasking
go.
too. She was in the
Mm-hmm.
Sending Love to Vets earlier.
Yeah, yes, yes, yes. So a busy, busy
Yes.
day. So yeah, this will be probably one of the shortest sessions that we do because we really want to just kind of get in, touch base on kind of some of the things that are happening, give some updates. Everything's really preparing for next Friday, so really, really kind of keep an eye on social media and the things that we're doing. Veteransnetwork.club will have some information there too as we update the first page you have there in preparation for Friday for the pilot. So biggest thing is come on down, support, get your Clubhouse app. The biggest things they're looking at is they're judging us on content, how we moderate, how we do things, and then the crowd and who remains. So if you can make it, great. But if you can't make it, that actually is okay too. And the reason I'm saying that is, if you have, let's say, 1,000 people show up and only 400 remain, well, you had a drop off, right? So they're also looking at retention. So we're looking to go for an hour. If you can spare an hour and hang out with us, great. But if you're really on time, trying to pop in and pop out, they're going to be looking at that. So I'd say don't worry about that. Keep your fingers crossed. Send two prayers over so that when we get picked up, you have the ability to, see us on the next one. But pretty cool, amazing thing that is happening there for sure. Like we were sharing again for those that may have missed it. If you head on over to clubhouse.com, you'll see in the bottom they have the blog section, and then you'll see here one welcome to the Android users, which we have now. But you'll be able to see all the shows that are taking place with the creators. So pretty cool stuff. Click on the hyperlinks. You'll be able to see the different things that are going on and what folks are doing. But ours specifically is taking off on Friday, the 21st at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. We have the Marine Corps rapper, the Marine rapper, and we have Maria Salazar from Claymore Vets, who is going to be with us. So pretty exciting things for sure. And then some folks are kind of multitasking. So if you're in Clubhouse, again, send us the email. We'll send you the link to make sure that you get it. Get into Clubhouse. We have folks that are jumping into the concert that is taking place right now, so we can definitely support that as well. So sendinglovetoVets.com is where you will see that information for today and tomorrow. Again, Elliot sings tomorrow. TMR went a little while earlier, so his set already concluded. But they have a variety of different artists and different genres. So go on, have a good time, get some music, support some vets, and get some awareness. Again, happening in the biggest, baddest, best club of Clubhouse, Veterans Network, which is pretty awesome.
Whoop, whoop. There we go.
Exactly. So yeah, so that's pretty much kind of the gist of it. We're gonna, it in hot and heavy, air assault style. So kind of, jump in, repel out, do a combat roll, and keep it moving. So, But yeah, excited for what's going on. A lot of opportunities, a lot of cool things that are happening. So, it's our chance to hopefully do something, to elevate our people. And that's really what this is all about. So, all things aside,
Yeah.
exposure, sponsorships, it's not about, all of that. It's about what that can give folks that don't have that. So, when we talk about being the voice for the voiceless, well, that means a few things, right? If you're an artist and you're doing your job, well, you don't have a voice. And not saying that you don't have a voice, but your job is not to go out there and toot your horn. So then we'll make a point to create a platform to bring attention to the people who would not do that thing. And I think that's the biggest takeaway for all this. So we do have amazing people who just don't have or exercise their voice in, different ways because that's just not their thing. And that's fine. So our ability to highlight others, I think it's by far one of our superpowers. So that is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Over to Amy.
Sweet.
You're
And you
ready.
just keep talking about your voice. I'm thinking it's motivating. Makes me want to sing.
But you're not going to sing.
My throat is still.
Oh, there you go. Tune in next week when Amy is finally ready to go. She has the battery, she has the bike, she'll have a Lawson from here to Friday, and maybe, just maybe, she may hit a high note. Over to you, Amy, not to sing, but for your thoughts.
Okay, so my closing thoughts. I know this is a short Friday Night Live this
People are like,
week.
what is going on? This is
Um,
crazy.
I know, but
Ninja style.
make sure you tune in next week for the after party so you can hear all about how it went. We're going to be doing it right before we do Friday Night Live. So make sure you tune in next week. And thank you for holding space with us. It was kind of a crazy week, I think, for all of us. Actually, a lot of people. It seems like it's been a thing. But just remember to check on your strong friends. Definitely the strong ones are the ones that need it sometimes more than we realize. And the heaviest thing to pick up is a phone. And, a lot of people put on a happy face to get through the day. But make sure you check on those strong friends. So
But put on a
that's
happy
really all I have.
face. Jerry says, thank
I
you so
know.
much for being here tonight. Jerry, don't invite us. We're going to bring you on the show.
Jerry?
Mm-hmm.
Jerry?
Yeah.
We got
See,
Jerry on the show.
We're gonna bring him soon. Believe that.
I pinged on Jerry, but the problem is I couldn't secure his attendance because I didn't talk to his press agent.
Ah.
So, Jerry's a thing now. So
Well, you got to come correct. You don't come. You don't just don't come at all. So.
that's right. That's right.
Yeah. Let's see. Lisa asked, was it the water or was it the moon? That's the question. As far as what's caused the craziness of the week, probably a combination of those things. Said yes, those who smile the biggest and give the best advice are usually the ones hurting the most in silence. So there you go. Turn on the noise.
That's right.
Over to you, Brian.
Yeah. And speaking of that little phrase, that's on Lisa's Instagram post recently, I think today or yesterday. So yeah, it just proves that occasionally I do get in social media. So no, I appreciate everybody being here. Appreciate, I don't want to toot DP's horn too much because, I know he's not here for that. So I'm just not going to mention DP's name at all. So I'm just going to say that I really appreciate my teddy bear. I really appreciate Amy. I really appreciate all of you guys out there supporting us, supporting you, supporting the veteran, and I'm going to say also first responder community, active duty, family members, and others who are supporting the veteran, military, and first responder community. Boy, that's a mouthful. We need to come up with an acronym, I think, for all of those things.
Oh yeah. It's definitely growing. We have it's a whole movement. It is amazing.
But the reality is that mindsets are very similar amongst first responders and veterans and military. Shoot, so many of the first responders come from the military. So just thankful for everybody being here, supporting us, support us through this week. This coming week. Rest up. We're going to need your energy next Friday. Again, we would appreciate your support. And visit the website. Check out the rest of the videos. We got so many videos. We've got new videos dropping every day on YouTube. So lots of gold being dropped. And we've got more to do. So more to come. I mean, we're going to be touching on things like crypto. What is crypto? It's not what kills Superman. That's
not that kind of crypto. That's kryptonite.
Not that kind of crypto.
Yes.
Yeah. So so many good things.
Yeah. Great. Yeah. It's gonna be a busy time. So new partnerships again. militarytimes.com. Being able to touch that audience and share some of the things we're doing with them. That's going to be amazing for them to shout us out and broadcast that. Being able to stream now into your Apple TV, Roku, and Chromecast, and through KP Media. So if we go to that app, we'll share information how to find that. So that'll be amazing as well. And what may come after that, right? There's more things that are going to come. So as those opportunities present themselves, we'll be sharing that. So that's going to be interesting to share those things, because the other part is, some of these partnerships or people that may be able to come to the fold may benefit folks in our community right now, right? I have no use for, a partnership personally, right? Let's say with TMR, with Ninja Punch Music, but someone watching this might be a military veteran who's an artist who wants to explore that. So now we have a connection there, right? We have a connection with this organization or that organization. So you never know what these sponsorships mean. So I'm saying that to say that when I look at sponsorships, I look at it more as supporters, because we have supporters, we have the ability to connect that with our people, right? Like, how did you guys get connected with this company, that brand, or this thing? Well, unbeknownst to you all, we can make that connection now with our people, right? We read some stuff, for example, from Chevy last week. Let's say he wants to go into the editorial side of the house, or he wants to be a writer. Well, we have a connection with militarytimes.com. You see what I'm saying? And that's the part I don't think people realize, because most of the times it's, oh, these is our sponsor and you guys don't talk to them. The only reason we even talk to them is because somebody put us in contact and introduced. So our job in turn is to do the same. So those are the people that we partner with. We can support and help them have those conversations. Maybe you have a show idea, and we put you in contact with KP Media, and you might be able to have your own show streaming on Apple TV or Roku or Chromecast, etc. So there's a lot of things that are potentially available, and I think that's really what I want to leave everybody with, right? It's not just let's secure relationships and sponsorships. It's let's create bridges, right? And relationships. So I get it. It's a sponsorship. It's a partnership. I get it. But really, it's about relationship and being able to build bridges both ways. They're helping us, get awareness out there for what we're doing. But at the same token is, while you're here, take a look at these other folks. Look at TMR. Look at Maria. Look at the amazing things that people are doing or supporting us. So definitely a lot that is happening all at once. And we still have Amazon, which we haven't talked about that much, which is a whole nother thing. And the Amazon lives that are out there. So we're going to come back with a Father's Day special that we're going to be doing. We did a Mother's Day special with Jesse. We're going to be sharing some of that, but we'll be broadcasting that as well. So you'll see us live on Amazon, highlighting some of the folks that we have, and what they do. So if you're into cosmetics or into technology, we'll jump on Amazon with us and talk about what you talk about, because that's what it's all about, right? The 3 C's, like Lisa just posted here in the comments, right? Our biggest thing here is creating community through compassion and quality content, right? We're creating the content, right? We're providing the compassion of what we do, but the community has to come together to support these efforts. So that's why we're doing what we're doing, and slowly we build it. So if you have some time and you're not too sleepy, and you probably looked at JR's website and his coffee at Seguin, Third Day Seguin Coffee, head on over to Clubhouse. If you don't have a link, veteransnetwork.club, send us an email. We'll send you back a link to go ahead and join. So good things are coming for sure, but we appreciate all of y'all being here with us. Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, indeed.
So, yes. Thank you, everybody.
For sure.
We will see you guys next week.
Same bat time, same bat channel, but with a twist for the after party. So next
Well,
week,
Yes.
come on to
yeah,
the after party.
yeah. Everybody, please let us know if you need a Clubhouse link. We'd like you to be able to be there with us and just be part of the show
Hmm.
because we will be able to bring in uh, other audience members up and ask questions and introduce yourself. So
Hmm.
there's going to be that interaction as well. So
Yeah.
just know that you can be part of it.
Join us, hang out with us, and we'll keep doing what we keep doing. So send us an
Yes.
email, check us out, veteransnetwork.club. Contact us if you need an invite. Hit us on Instagram or social media, Facebook. Most of you are connected with us. So send us a message, and we'll go ahead and make sure that you get what you need to get y'all going. So more to follow, but we appreciate y'all. All right.